In a mile up the straight, this Queen Anne.
All right. Jockeys.
They're set and running. Mistlecat breaks very fast towards the right, the grey, and Mistlecat is the early leader. Gabba taking quite a strong hold. Restructure over on the far side, followed by the filly Timarida, and Gabba taking a very strong hold there with Willie Carson as Mistlecat sets not too strong a pace from Timarida, the filly, over on the far side, then Gabba, who's settled a little bit, the sheepskin nose band. Restructure over on the far side, then Soviet line on the near side, and now Mistlecat has quickened up a little bit as they race towards the 5 furlong pole in this Queen Anne Stakes, and Mistlecat the leader from Gabba, then Timarida, then over on the far side Restructure. Just in behind them, Soviet line, biding its time in rear at the moment is Mick Cannan on Charnwood Forest. Young Ern comes next, the back marker is Prince of India, and it's still Mistlecat the leader from Gabba in second, Restructure third on the far side. Then in fourth is Soviet line, Charnwood Forest improving now towards the right of the picture into fifth, but it's still, as they come down towards the 2 furlong pole, Mistlecat being chased along now by Wendell Woods. In the lead still from Restructure over on the far side. Charnwood Forest making his run towards the stand side now and beginning to cut down Mistlecat. It's Mistlecat from Charnwood Forest, and Charnwood Forest comes to take Mistlecat, and Charnwood Forest hits the front of the furlong pole from Mistlecat and Restructure, and Soviet line finishing fast, but this looks like number 1 on the board for Mick Cannan as Charnwood Forest races clear as they come up towards the line. Charnwood Forest has won the Queen Anne. It's very close for second between Restructure and Mistlecat. Young Ern was fourth, fifth with Soviet Star. Then came Mr. Martini and Prince of India, and the disappointing, very disappointing Timarida, and finally Gabba. But this is the winner, number 3, Charnwood Forest, owned by Godolphin Racing and trained by Saeed bin Sarur, his second winner in his career at the Royal Ascot meeting. And this gets Mick Cannan off the 13 mark at Royal Ascot, and the third time he has won this Queen Anne Stakes, which he won in 93 and 94. Restructure has been called second after a very quickly determined photo with third Mistlecat and fourth, number 9, Young Ern. But this is the winner, Charnwood Forest.
A little bit of a muddling pace here early on. The first 2 or 3 furlongs, they didn't go that great, and Wendell Woods dictated it, and 2.5 from home, he really kicked, and he stole a 2 or 3 length advantage, which enabled him to stay in the first 3. On the far side, you see Restructure. Michael Cannan settled Charnwood Forest near the back early on. He switched towards the stand side at the halfway mark. Soviet line, you see, starting to drift to the left, having raced sweetly early on in the race. Timarida, very disappointing, ran free early on, has dropped out. Charnwood Forest came to lead a furlong out, just drifted a little bit to the right, possibly pushed over on the grey Mistlecat, but without affecting the result in any way. Restructure runs on really well to be third, but Soviet line and Timarida in the end very disappointing. So a decisive win for Charnwood Forest, who had the ground, the weight conditions in his favour today, and has started the meeting on a terrific note for Godolphin. But to what degree did he drift to the right when he made his challenge? Michael Cannan here, letting him down, this son of warning, who possibly would find the ground firm enough, although he prefers fast ground to heavy ground. And as you can see, he judged a little bit to the right here.
Yeah, I think he is just getting towards the end of his tether. Michael Cannan's having to really push him out. Maybe it's the fact that he hasn't got another horse to race against at this stage. He's lent on Mistlecat earlier on, but I don't think seriously enough to affect the result. And as you can see, Restructure's the one that in the end has had to switch back to the middle of the course. Restructure running on really well there for Paul Edery. Wonderful run for Julie Cecil. I think the only moment of doubt that backers of Charnwood Forest would have had was when Michael Cannan decided to go on the left of Soviet line, and as we all know, Soviet line hangs to the left, and I thought, uh-oh, you're going to end up the other side of Berkshire. But he got round him, and a really impressive win. Godolphin, actually, that's only their second winner at Royal Ascot. They had just one last year, so factual.